Am I the asshole for telling my family that if they want Thanksgiving, they'll have to get off their asses and plan it? Usually for Thanksgiving, we head out to go see family. Someone else always hosts. We typically help sponsor the host by paying for cleanup, etc. Our home is just too small to host the 30 folks who typically show up through the day. This year that's obviously not happening. Other than us talking about not doing the usual, Thanksgiving didn't come up until yesterday. My kids have the week off from online school, and I was doing a puzzle with them before dinner when my husband walks in after work and says, "So did we get a turkey?" I looked at him and said, "Well, I know I didn't. Did you?" He stared at me blankly and said, "No." "What do you mean? Do we need to get one still? Is it being delivered?" I shrugged and said, "I don't know nothing about no turkey." The kids and he looked so confused, so I helped them along and said, "I didn't buy anything. I didn't plan anything. No one said anything to me about Thanksgiving. Nobody offered to help meal plan, cook anything, do anything." He blew up yelling at me about how I should have obviously known. I said, "Why? I've literally never planned or made a Thanksgiving dinner in my life. The most I've ever done was help clean up or maybe peel the potato." I asked him why didn't he plan anything? Why didn't the kids plan anything? Why is everyone waiting until the last minute and dumping it on me? He just sputtered and yelled, then stormed off to his office and left me with the kids. We all had dinner, the kids cleaned up, and I was relaxing with some wine and a book after they all went to bed. My husband tore into me about how he can't believe I left this all to the last minute. Now there will be no Thanksgiving. How could I no be heartbroken to do this to the kids, etc. So I just looked at him and said, "Why didn't you plan? Why did you wait to the last minute to ask me?" He told me I was being a fucking bitch for no reason and stomped off to go sleep in his office. He left without saying a word this morning. I followed up with my kids and asked them if they wanted Thanksgiving. They said they didn't care because the food isn't that good most of the time anyway. Before you ask, yup, I work as well. We split chores, but there's no hard line. I do some, he does some. We both cook, and the oldest cooks as well. I just don't get why Thanksgiving is on my plate. Why? Just because I'm a woman. Well, fuck that. Edit. Thanks for the judgments, all. A lot of people seem to think that my kids are like toddlers or something. They're old enough to help make the menu for dinners, help with cooking, etc. It's weird how many people came up with info here, like I was getting down on the floor playing rather than me and the kids, sitting at the table doing a puzzle. Anyway, I told my husband that if he wants to do some traditional Thanksgiving with all the fattening, kabe, salty, beige food, he can go ahead and plan it, and I'll help in the same capacity as always. If he wants me and the kids to cook something together aka normal, average Thursday, I'll continue with what was scheduled. The kids genuinely do not care. Thanksgiving doesn't mean anything to them. One of them has been asking for us to stay home for years. One of them barely touches the food as it, and the other one only likes to go so she can see her cousins, and she sees them all the time anyway. The middle kid already dug out another puzzle for us, and they're just happy they're off school. Also, we don't do Christmas. Am I the asshole for being aggressive with my wife? My wife has trouble understanding when I give her an answer. I will give the example that drives me the most nuts. She will ask me in the middle of the afternoon if I would like a snack. If I say yes, then she will make as a snack or tell me that she would like to go get something. However, if I say no, she won't just make herself something or go get something for herself. She will ask me if I'm sure I am. She will then give me a list of things we could eat. I still don't want anything. Then she will check again. Nope, still not hungry. Then she will go to the fridge and start listing random stuff we could eat. Not interested. I tell her that she could just eat something by herself. I tell her that she could go get something by herself. I offer to make her a snack. I offer to order in. I offer to go out with her. So she doesn't want to sit somewhere by herself. None of those is a good enough response. Then she will go back to checking if I'm sure I don't want anything. By this point I'm done and I tell her very clearly that I'm not interested and that it is the last time I am going to answer politely. And this is when she says that I do not need to be so aggressive about answering a simple question. I swear it takes all my self-restraint not to lose it on her. But she still complains about me being so aggressive. It is becoming a real problem. I don't think that warning her that I'm done being polite is aggressive. I think it's me being frustrated that she won't just accept no as easy as she will yes. She still tells me that I'm being a jerk when I react so aggressively. Edit. I used food as the example that bothers me most and is most innocuous. She does this with multiple situations. She does not have an eating disorder. Am I the asshole for not buying snacks for my daughter's best friend at a play date? I have an 11-year-old daughter, Ellie. She has a best friend, Sophie, 12. Both of the girls have special needs and are around 6 years old mentally. Sophie's mom called me yesterday, said that they were at an indoor playground, and Sophie wanted to know if Ellie could come and play. Sophie's mom offered to put me on her punch card. She pays for 10 to 20 visits at a time because it's cheaper, so it would be free for me. So I got Ellie in the car and we met them at the playground. After about an hour of playing, the girls started to get hungry. I packed a snack for Ellie, but Sophie's mom didn't have any snacks on her. I told her they sell snacks in the front, but she claimed that she didn't have any money on her and asked me to buy Sophie some goldfish. I said sure. Venmo me and I'll grab some. I said no. I took care of my kid and it's not my job to take care of hers too. She says she paid for my kid to get in so I could cover the $2 for the goldfish. I told her if she wanted me to bring snacks, she should have told me when she invited me that I won't be wasting $2 for a 50-cent bag of goldfish because she was unprepared. She went up to the front and I don't know if she lied about not having money, but she came back with goldfish and fruit snacks. Now she's being petty by asking me to pay her back for all of the times we've used their memberships and guest passes, so we're not getting along. I'm going to have to see her at school drop-off, pickup, ballet class, gymnastics class, and the girls' weekly play dates. So I wanted to know if I was the asshole for not buying her kid a snack. Am I the asshole for grounding my adult sister? I, 25 female, live in a 3-bedroom apartment with my fiance, 27 male. We have a 6-month-old son. My younger sister Mia, fake name, 20 female, recently started attending a university that's closer to where I live than both my parents' places. Because she needs to get to class early in the morning, my fiance and I allowed her to move into our spare bedroom. She's been living with us since January. There's a set of rules I've been having Mia follow since she moved in, mostly to make sure everyone can live peacefully. One of the most important rules concerns arriving after my son's bedtime, usually between 7 and 8 p.m. Mia is allowed to come home however late she wants, as long as she doesn't make too much noise. The door to the apartment has an electronic keypad lock, and the one we use also has a normal lock under it. Everyone has a copy of the key, but we all prefer typing in the password. However, the keypad is very noisy, and my son's nursery isn't far from the door. Every time the keypad is used after I've put the baby to sleep, he wakes up. So naturally, the rule about getting home late includes not using the keypad. Everyone, including Mia, has known about this since day one. At first, we had no problems, but now that Mia has gotten used to college life, she's been going out at night frequently. This past month, she has arrived home after midnight every Friday and Saturday night. She always forgets the don't make too much noise rule, and she has, on multiple occasions, used the keypad. My son wakes up crying every damn time. I'd sit her down and remind her of the rule whenever this happened, but she'd continue to do it. My fiance and I got tired of putting our baby back to sleep because of that, so I changed the password and told Mia she was no longer allowed to use the keypad. She agreed and promised to try to make less noise. On Friday night this week, Mia went out with her friends. She came home very drunk at 4 a.m. and forgot that I'd changed the password. Not only did she use the keypad, she also got the password wrong so many times that she triggered an alarm. I was furious. Not only did my baby wake up crying, but I also got complaints from my neighbors. The next morning, I told Mia that I'm establishing a curfew. While living with me, she needs to be home by 20 hours. She won't be allowed to go out at night for the rest of the semester. Mia put up a fight, saying I have no right to ground her. Edit. I never use that word like this or dictate what she does with her free time, but I held my ground. I told her she'd be free to do as she pleases when she has her own place and raises her own family. While living with mine, she has to do as I say. She told our parents about this. Our mother and stepfather are both on my side. Our father is on Mia's. He's saying I'm not her mother, and I have no right to treat her like a child. He also thinks it's unfair to do this to her over a drunken mistake. Am I the asshole? Please leave your comments down below to any of today's stories. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.